name's David Chapman and I work in the international office at Loughborough University. I travel to certain countries to meet students who are thinking of applying to Loughborough, and then I keep in contact with them through the application process and greet them when they finally come to Loughborough. Loughborough University has been established for 100 years, and throughout that time it has been famous for applying learning to the world of work. It always has cultivated very good relationships with businesses, and our students take big benefit from that. Courses that would be very difficult to find away from Loughborough, I can name perhaps 2 or 3 to you that come to my mind immediately. Renewable energy systems technology. Renewable energy systems technology is taught generally to students of engineering, but not only engineering from engineering backgrounds. And because of the interest in renewable energy and sustainable energy, students are coming from all around the world to study with us. Water engineering is very highly developed at Loughborough. And again, this is an area where surprisingly there are few universities that have the staff and the facilities to teach experts in another very important subject. If we look at design, again sustainability, sustainable product design, ergonomics. Ergonomics is taught in very few British universities. Loughborough is one of the most famous schools for teaching ergonomics. Those are ones that would come to mind. Certainly in sport, our sports coaching, master's programs, sport management. We were the first British university to teach sport management, and although other universities have also begun to teach these courses, Loughborough has the strongest body of staff to teach such programs. I would say that the principal part of the application for us to look at is the grade. The grade and the institution that the student has been studying at. The prestige of that institution within the Korean national system. That's also something important for us. We might expect a lower grade to be awarded by a university that is tougher to enter, like your Seoul National University. We might say to a student, well, we don't expect you to have such a high grade by comparison with a student from another local university in Korea. So the grades are very important. But the personal statement also plays a very important role too, because we want to know why the student is wanting to come and study outside of Korea, and what advantage they think it will give them for their future. We have scholarships that are offered by every department at Loughborough University, and the departments themselves take the decisions generally about the students who may receive scholarships. Again, the grades that the students have managed to achieve in their previous education are the most important factor. We're looking for highly successful students from previous study. The application, in general, there is no separate application to be made by the student, because the admissions staff at Loughborough will choose the strongest students as measured by their academic achievement. And the scholarships would typically have a value of up to £4,000, which is a quarter of the tuition fees, the school fees.
My name's Rebecca Turner. I'm the admissions coordinator in the School of the Arts, which is an internationally recognised school, constantly in the top 10 of the UK universities for the arts. I believe at the moment we're number 4. We offer provision for foundation students, undergraduate students in fine arts, three-dimensional design, illustration, graphic design and textiles design, and we also offer taught postgraduate and research degrees. Well, first of all, for our undergraduate programmes, we, particularly for 2012 entry, students will need to have completed a foundation year. So we have a 1-year diagnostic programme which enables students to have an opportunity to look in reasonable depth of all areas of art. So they will do a little bit of fine art, they'll do some 3D design, they'll do some textile design, and that will help them to make the right choice in their undergraduate programmes. We would expect a foundation student's portfolio to be reasonably general at that stage. We're not looking for great finished pieces. Most importantly, we're looking for observational drawing. We do get quite a few portfolios submitted which have copied drawing in, which is not, we have no interest in students who are copying from photographs. We like students to have a look around them, keep sketchbooks and draw from observation, and I would say that that was one of the most important elements of a student's portfolio. And for undergraduate too, we would expect them to do that, although that would be slightly more specialised. We would expect them to have work in colour, work in various mediums, including film and video if that's what they want to do, although that isn't essential. We just need to see a broad portfolio with some colour work and lots of drawing. Very, very important. For the undergraduate portfolio, we would also expect, if possible, to see some life drawing. That is also quite important. Yeah, Loughborough has an extremely high reputation amongst companies. Our design students work in some of the best design houses after graduation. We have students from our textiles department who work with some of the famous designers. Twice a year, our textile students will take some work to exhibitions in Paris, where their work is sold to the fashion houses, to places like John Galliano, Gucci, and they all buy our students' work at a trade show, and the students are paid for that work. We have students who go into work in museums, curators, students who go on to postgraduate degree courses, students who work in art therapy, and I think that Loughborough is very high with graduate employment, and I think that's the same across the campus. I mean, as far as graduate employment, we have companies actively seeking out Loughborough students. Every year our students have a final degree show, and we have companies there looking at their portfolios and inviting them for interview there and then. So very well renowned, very.